is an unplugged ceremony. Please make sure that your devices are off or in do not disturb. Please do not take any pictures or video during the ceremony. They promise there will be plenty of pictures posted. Let's get this party started.
down. She's getting like halfway down, and he's gets on my shoulder. Good job, guys. Good job, Monica.
Everyone, please rise as you are able. And who gives this woman to be married today?
Her mother and I. Be good to her.
Everyone, please be seated.
I'm slipping on my dress.
Ready? Welcome, everyone. Are you ready to see this wonderful couple become one today? This is the time for celebration. This is the time for love and celebration for Jette and Shane. Let's do this. We are gathered here today to unite this wonderful couple in marriage. We are here to see the relationship go to the next level as they create their forever bond today. This is nowhere near the final destination. This is the beginning of a new commitment, honor, and joy. Today is the next chapter in their lives. Today you will form this bond formally and publicly. And they have invited you to share in this wonderful day with them, and that is so special. Let's elevate this lovely couple today. This term has wonderful meaning for marriage. It means to lift up to a higher position. It means raise to a higher level. When you see these two together, you see how connected they are. Love is certainly present. This couple is not only celebrating the love between themselves, but also celebrating the love between all of you. Today, you are surrounded by the most important people in your life that can be here today. We are all so happy to share this commitment with you. Extraordinary marriages require two extraordinary people. Ladies and gentlemen, these are two extraordinary people. Did you know that both Jette and Shane love to travel and explore places they aren't totally familiar with? Whether that's exploring a completely different state or just taking a new way home. They love to adventure together. They like going out to eat, and some of their favorites include Buffalo Wild Wings, Chick-fil-A, and of course, Chili's. It's not necessarily the eating out part that they most enjoy, but getting to have that one-on-one conversation and time connecting. They enjoy watching movies together even though their tastes are very, very different. While Shane enjoys scary movies, and Jette definitely does not, and Jette enjoys rom-coms, and Shane definitely does not. But they have found that they both enjoy action war movies and raunchy comedies. But most of the time, Jette likes to enjoy a good book while Shane plays video games, and occasionally they indulge in a little Minecraft or Assassin's Creed together.
Their dog Trooper is super intelligent and protective over both of them, but a sweetheart at her core. Shane's family originally adopted her the same year he and Jette started dating. But now she's developed a strong relationship with the two of them, so they are taking her with them when they move in together. This couple is extraordinary. You may already know that Shane and Jette met in high school, where Jette was a grade older than Shane, but really only 7 months age-wise. They used to get teased by their friends and family for her being older, but it didn't bother them one bit. They were on the same track team, but on 2 different sides of the track. Shane was a runner and Jette was a discus thrower. It should come as no surprise that they are both super competitive in everything they do, whether it's big or small. They officially started talking during the summer of 2018, but only after Shane met with her dad. And I heard that was a big interview. Shane was slightly nervous, to say the least, but obviously it went well. They hit it off in conversation right away and found that they had a lot of similar interests, like being diehard football fans for their respective teams and having a wide range of music knowledge and cultural interests. Shane's first impression of Jette was that she was goofy, but didn't want anybody to know about it. She was very loving and caring for anyone and an obvious people person. She was beautiful and genuine. Jette's first impression of Shane was that he was a nice guy, but definitely reserved and not very outgoing. She knew there was a lot more to him, and she was intrigued by that certain mystery to him. From their first conversation as friends, he had quite charisma. On their first date, they went to watch a movie and dinner, and Jette picked up Shane because he didn't have a car at the time. So they were flipped, but it was perfect. Things continued to progress, and they were soon calling each other fun love names, and Jette is now called Ziggit, and Babe, and Baby, Honey, and Shane is now called Poopy Butt, and yes, they made me say that out loud, Love Bug, Babe, Baby, and Sweetheart. And here they are, almost 3.5 years later, and y'all can hold hands if you like. And I asked Shane and Jette to share 3 qualities they love most about each other. When asking Jette what 3 qualities do you love most about Shane, she said, I love his goofiness. He has the ability to always make me laugh even when I'm in the most glum of moods, and he never gives up until I smile. I love his heart. He has the sweetest, most loving heart that not very many people get to see, and I am blessed that I have the pleasure of feeling his love. I love his desire to try new things. He is always up for exploring someplace new and exciting, and it really matches my zest for life. Hey, Shane, I think she likes you. When asking Shane 3 qualities that he loved most about Jette, he said, I love your happiness. You may not always show it to everyone, but your smile and laugh are enough to lighten my whole day. I admire your loyalty. You never once doubted me and have always stood by my side. You're my ride or die. I love how loving you are. You always go the extra mile to show how much you care for me and other people, and that really shows how amazing you are. Hey, Jette, I think he really likes you too. Marriage is so much more than love for one another. It is so much more than becoming partners for life. Marriage is about the 2 becoming one, and today is your forever unity of truly completing each other. And here's a poem for you on your wedding day. Today is a day you will always remember, the greatest in anyone's life. You'll start off the day just 2 people in love and end it as husband and wife. It's a brand new beginning, the start of a journey with moments to cherish and treasure. And although there will be times when you both disagree, these will surely be outweighed by pleasure. You'll have heard many words of advice in the past when the secrets of marriage were spoken, but you know that the answers lie hidden inside where the true bond of love lies unbroken. So live happy forever as lovers and friends. It's the dawn of a new life for you as you stand there together with love in your eyes from the moment you whisper, I do. God's presence is here, unifying these two to become one. It's God's presence that unites you. Jette and Shane want their marriage to be filled with joy, not just today, but forever. The way to do that is to know what marriage values unite you both. I asked them what the most important values they want their marriage to stand for, and they shared adventure, loyalty, and support. These are beautiful. Your marriage values, when followed, will always bring you together as one. When disagreement or disruption come into your everyday lives, and they will, remember, we are all works in progress. We are all trying to become the best version of ourselves. We are all human beings balancing on this big ball we call Earth. Challenge can happen, but when it does, just remember your love for one another, more time to explore your world, and of course, hours and hours with Trooper. Focus on these top values of your marriage now and forever. Adventure, loyalty, support. These values mean to always look at your life together as one grand adventure. They mean to always be aware of each other's feelings, to be forgiving, to openly discuss anything and everything. They mean to stand beside each other through the good times and the not so good, no matter what. These values will ensure your continued commitment, your continued laughter, and your continued joy. So if you hear the words, Shane, you're supposed to take out the trash, or Jette, you're supposed to put gas in the car, remind yourselves, what are our shared values? And these become your rock. To put your marriage values into one sentence promise, it would be this. We promise to love and support each other unconditionally as we explore new adventures together today and for all time. That promise is to each other. Now there are a few more secrets to a happy marriage. Always be sweethearts and love constantly. Keep putting each other first and honor each other's dreams. Continue to listen to each other with your hearts and be generous with your praise. Continue to laugh together and continue to shine. Both Shane and Jette want you all to know how incredibly grateful they are for you, their family and friends, to be here with them today. They are so thankful you are spending this amazing celebration of their love right here, right now. At this time, Shane and Jette are going to share their own vows to each other. Would you like to take out your vows? Yes. Shane, please share your vows to Jette.
Simple four. Jette Trinity, love of my life. You know that I'm the best with speeches, so I'll keep this short. I've been amazed by everything you do since the first day I met you, and I never could imagine this day would happen. So what I vow to you is always love and care for you, and I'll try in every way to be worthy of your love. I vow to be honest, kind, patient, and forgiving with you. I vow to be true, loyal, and the best friend to you because that's all you've been to me. And above all, I vow to protect our love and strive to be and do better every day for you.
That's beautiful. Jette, please share your vows to Shane.
There are many words I have to describe how I'm feeling and how I feel about you. It's been a long, crazy road to this moment, and I couldn't be more excited that it's finally here. As I stand here and I see that all the time we spent apart has been worth every plane ride, FaceTime, and special occasions spent apart, I pledge myself to you with these vows from my heart only for you. I vow to always appreciate you in my words and actions and treat you with the utmost respect. I vow to support and encourage you through the trials and triumphs that this life throws at us, because I know there'll be a lot of those. I vow to celebrate the big and little things of this life with you, and I vow to always protect your heart, mind, and soul, and together I know we'll conquer all. I vow to dream with you, laugh with you, cry with you, and eat Chick-fil-A with you whenever you need me. I pinky promise this now and forever.
Shane and Jette, repeat after me. Shane, you get to go first. I, Shane, take you, Jette,
I, Shane, take you, Jette,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for rich or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
I will love and honor you all the days of my life.
I will love and honor you all the days of my life.
Jette, repeat after me. I, Jette, take you, Shane,
I, Jette, take you, Shane,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health.
from this day forward.
From this day forward,
I will love and honor you all the days of my life.
I will love and honor you all the days of my life.
Shane, do you take Jette to be your wonderful wife?
I do.
Jette, do you take Shane to be your wonderful husband?
I do.
Woohoo! They're doing great. Good job. We are about to exchange the rings, but before we do, what is a wedding ring? Why are these rings so symbolic? The wedding ring is the symbol of your promise to each other. The wedding ring is the symbol of your vows to each other. When you look at your rings, you will always be reminded that you are surrounded by never-ending, enduring love. Let's bring forward the rings. Shane, please take her left hand and her ring and repeat after me. Jette, I give you this ring
Jette, I give you this ring
to wear with love and joy,
to wear with love and joy,
as this ring has no end.
as this ring has no end.
My love is also forever.
My love is also forever.
Put the ring on her finger. Jette, take his left hand and his ring and repeat after me. Shane, I give you this ring
Shane, I give you this ring
to wear with love and joy,
to wear with love and joy,
as this ring has no end.
as this ring has no end.
My love is also forever.
My love is also forever. There we go.
Now we get to have a little bit of fun and perform the hand fasting ceremony. Are y'all ready? You can, if you guys, we'll introduce it and then we'll put the chords on, okay? Have you ever wondered where the words tying the knot come from? The expression tying the knot refers to the traditional Celtic marriage ritual of hand fasting. Hand fasting is an ancient Celtic word for wedding. On the wedding vows and ring exchange, the couple's hands were bound together with a cord that was tied in a love knot, signifying the joining of their lives in a sacred union. Today, hand fasting is a symbolic ceremony to honor a couple's desire for commitment to each other and to acknowledge that their lives and their destinies are now bound together. Please hold each other's right hand. Shane and Jette, this cord is a symbol of life that you have chosen to live together. Up until this moment, you have been separate in thought, word, and deed. But as this cord is tied together, so shall your lives become intertwined. With this cord, I bind you to the vows that you have made to one another. With this knot, you tie your heart to your heart together as one. Shane and Jette, the knot of this binding is not bound by the cord, but rather by your own vows of love. For as always, you will hold in your hands the making or breaking of this union. May this love knot always be a reminder of the binding together of your two hands, two hearts, and two souls into one. As so are you bound to each other for all the days of your lives. If you'll take your other hands and pull the other side of the knot. Wait. You pull, you pull. Ready? Slip those out and pull. There's your knot.
That was cool.
They did it! Now we're going to perform the Spice of Life Unity Ceremony. Making a commitment to each other through marriage means you combine your gifts, and together you make a greater difference in the world than you would as individuals. You make, just as spices complete a recipe, you complete each other. You have chosen a few spices to layer in this bowl, one at a time, signifying your own personalities and talents. In this way, you symbolically combine who you are forever. Just as the spices become intermingled and will never be the same again, so do your lives as you join your marriage. You will begin and end by pouring in the salt, for it's pure and it is pure and essential. Go ahead and pour in the first layer of salt.
Stand over there.
You can each pour one.
Okay.
That's the salt. Just put a bunch in there. There you go. Good job. And as the bride and groom pour in their spices, which will be layered from between the salt, I'll say each one that they're pouring in. So Shane, grab the rosemary and pour it all in. Rosemary represents fidelity and love. Marjoram is next. Oh, I gotta go back and forth because that makes more sense, right? Jette, oregano, which represents joy and appreciation for what you have. Shane, add the marjoram, I never can say that, which represents happiness. Jette, please add the cinnamon, which represents stability and soothing warmth. Shane, please add the pepper, which represents wealth and adventure. Jette, please add the sage, which represents wisdom and long life. Oh, it's beautiful. Now, finish with pouring the final layer of salt, each of you taking a turn. Open the other side of it. Or not. Wonderful. What a beautiful work of art you have created. Please keep this in your home as a reminder of this special day. Let these spices symbolize the blessings of your joining and how you have combined the essences of who you are forever. Let's go back.
Okay.
This is and is going to be one of the best days of your life. Take a moment to look at your rings, look at each other, look at your friends and family. Don't kiss the bride just yet. Take this moment to just soak it all in. Through thick and thin, ups and downs, through the joy of your commitment today, Shane, Jette, friends and family, ladies and gentlemen, I now pronounce the two of you, husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
He knocked it out when he grabbed it.